Hey, hello. This is me, Mo, again from Bronson Print. Today adventure is we're gonna make a rubber stamp. Here, as you see, a blank. We're gonna make a custom rubber stamp. So I'm gonna show you the process, and I hope you will enjoy it. The first process is to have the file ready. Okay, whatever you see it in black, that's gonna be engraved. And whatever you see it in white, that is not gonna be engraved. So in other words, whatever is in black, it will be in, and the white will be out. As for the red line, that will be the exact cutouts for the rubber stamp. Once we have the design ready, we'll send it to the engraving machine. And in a minute, I will show you that. Once the file is sent to the machine, this is what is shown in the controller. That's the file that we already saw on the monitor. It shows reverse because when we engrave the rubber stamp, we have to engrave it in reverse. That way when we put it in the stamp and we stamp, it will show the right direction. Now she already pulled the file out. Again, we're gonna have to do a framing to make sure that the engraving is gonna go exactly what we want it to be. This material is odorless free. It means it does not give odors when you engrave into it. But on top of that, we installed a fume filtration system with I believe a carbon pellets inside it to get rid of any harms, smoke or stuff like that. Even though the product data sheet shows that it does not produce any harm odors. Now once the file is set, we have to make sure the water chiller is on and the water is up to a temperature. Okay, once that's set, we're gonna close the lid. And then we turn the laser power on, which is from this key. Make sure the emergency button is all the way up. Okay, that's for in case of emergency. And then all we have to do, we're just gonna click this start button right here and the laser should start engraving. Well, let's do it. Alright, as it's gonna take a little bit of time to do it, I'm gonna pause the video and I will come back once the engraving finish. Alright, just to get the end of it, the machine is almost finishing engraving, and then after that it's just gonna outline for the cut. Let me zoom in a little bit. There we go. We start cutting now. So it does engrave and cut at the same time. And then once it's done, we'll take it to the sink and we'll clean it with a toothbrush. Done. We're gonna pull it out. It's already cut. It just has to be cleaned, and we'll see how beautiful it's gonna come out. Now we're at the sink. We're just gonna put some dish soap. Grab an old toothbrush, make sure it's not in use, and then we're just gonna clean those letters to make sure there's no residue, there's no dirt on them. Look at that. Shiny, bling bling. I'm gonna zoom in a little bit more. Okay, now let's go to the install. Alright, after cleaning, this is what it looks like. This is the rubber, this is the back, and this is the front, and as you can see it is a reverse, and you can see those letters are sticking out. Now I have to install it here inside this. As you can see, this is a 3M pad that this one has to stick on it. Okay, I have to first lock. Okay, and then pull the tape, hold it up, and I'm hoping I get it straight in the first shot. So I'm just gonna grab this, just drop it right there, right in the center. Man, I'm good. There you go. Press on it a little bit firmly to stick to the 3Ms in the back. There you go. Release it. That stamp is ready. Now one thing is missing, the ink cartridge. Okay, so we're gonna have to grab an empty ink cartridge, fill it up with the color they want. What color they want it?
Green.
Okay, in this one they want a green, so we're gonna fill up the cartridge with the green color, put it in there, and then we're gonna try and see how it looks like.
Yeah.
Okay, so here we're gonna fill up the cartridges. You all know what is this. Don't go so far. This is just for us to wait how many grams of ink we're gonna put on each pad. Okay, so this is the pad. The code is matching the number for the stamp. She said green, but eventually it was purple, so they want this stamp to be purple. This is the ink. Okay, stamp ink. This is what we're gonna use. We're gonna use the scale to exactly pour 4.5 gram of purple ink to the pad. Okay, those are the factory specs that we got. Alright, as you can see, the pad here is full with purple ink. They requested 4.5 gram, but I believe 4.4 is good enough because we never get it right. Now all we have to do, we're just gonna have to install this inside the stamp. So I suggest you have an extra hand for this, and we're gonna just put it right in the slot, push it all the way in until it locks itself, and just let go. Okay, now we gotta let it soak for a little bit, and it should be ready to stamp. And I will show you in a minute the final product. Alright, this is it. Stamp is ready. On top we put out this, just as a reference, the sample of the printout. Okay, let's just try it. There you go. That's it. All this is done at Bronson Print. We do not outsource nothing. We make everything in here. Remember, sharing is caring. Thank you again.